What is up, watch fam? I am Christian, the curator of the Theo and Harris watch shop, and today I'm going to walk you through about half of our watch strap collection, its inspirations, and what these straps can do to elevate your collection. Boom, watch fam. As many of you know, about 5 years ago, I bought my date chest, my beautiful blue 1977 1601. It was sold to me on a pretty piece of suede that I only remember fondly because of my crippling nostalgia, but I knew that I needed a proper leather strap. So I went all around the city, watch shop after watch shop, dragging Anna along with me, and then finally, just before we were about to call it quits for the day, it was like 4:30, and a JLC sales associate, probably the 45th I had bothered that day, leaned in and recommended a small little 4th floor shop on Madison Avenue. She said they almost exclusively white label for the world's most prestigious watch manufacturers, but occasionally they will serve retail clients. So we trekked east and found Jean-Rousseau, at the time a small little shop fit for maybe 3 or 4 artisans and a desk just large enough for a MacBook and a manager. She walked me through their process to make each strap, pulled out a couple of options to make my blue dial pop, and just a few weeks later, it arrived. This strap, actually, which I still wear, and it was awesome. As TNH grew, they watched. And then finally, they invited us back to the office, but this time not as little geeks looking for a strap, but as wholesale clients. I was in. This was the exact type of craftsmanship I had been looking for, and I couldn't wait to share it with the Theo and Harris community. And that's how the Type 1 was born. A light brown pebbled calf strap, flat padded, tapered to 16 millimeters. It was the type of strap that I had seen in photo reports of vintage Rolex meetups, the ones where 20 gentlemen bring $35 million of the world's greatest watches. Our first order was for 100 straps, and the deal was structured that I had 30 days to pay the bill for the 100 straps, which I needed because God knows I did not have the money for those straps. But believe it or not, they sold out in like a week and a half. Since, designing straps with the Jean-Rousseau team has been one of my favorite functions here at Theo and Harris. It allows me to bring some of the other things in the world that I love into the watch world. Just a few months ago, I was sitting at a coffee shop in New Jersey when a vintage Range Rover pulls up. The green paint, which was perfectly tattered, jumped out at me. I knew I had to make a strap out of it, and I knew that when I did, it would be sick. Now we have the Rover, a rich green calf in Saffiano finish, lined in the same gorgeous camel as the Range that inspired it. Or a few months earlier when I was watching Jaws during Shark Week, watching Quint fish, the color composition of the scene is perfect. The browns and greens of the boat and the steel line beside the blue sky, ocean, and Quint's own irises. Boom, we had to make a strap. Just imagine what that blue could do beside a white dial or even a bit of gold. Or how about last year during a almost biblical thunderstorm in Flatiron when Anna and I were running for cover in, I think, a Duane Reade, only then to realize the drab beauty of the area. A new addition to the shop came just weeks later and has been selling all over the world since. Designing straps isn't hard, and it's nothing to brag about, but our collection of straps tells so much of the Theo and Harris story. Our passion for craftsmanship, my penchant for outsourcing, and those little moments throughout this journey where beauty jumped out and held our attention. If you've never owned one of our straps, if you've never had the chance to be blown away by the way they age with integrity, if you've been buying that Chinese plasticky crap that's marketed everywhere, maybe without even realizing it, then head over to the Theo and Harris strap shop. Change the way you evaluate leather, and thank me later. Its presence, due to its dial to bezel ratio, is larger. I love the wired lugs. You do have a see-through sapphire caseback. To me,